Hello, my people. So, Iyabo Ojo and Very Dark Man have finally settled their long time beef after 2 years, abi 3 years of insulting and cursing each other out on social media. You guys know how this whole thing started after the buy of Mohbad, and Iyabo Ojo came out to speak for Mohbad's wife, standing up for her, and Very Dark Man is against it, saying that Mohbad's wife should also be investigated and she should do a DNA test of their son. That is when this whole thing started, and Tonto DK, Iyabo Ojo and others were against it, fighting Very Dark Man. This is how this whole thing started. Iyabo Ojo came out on social media cursing and insulting Very Dark Man's mom, and Very Dark Man reciprocates the same thing, cursing and insulting Iyabo Ojo. So this is how the whole thing started. And up until yesterday, Very Dark Man came out and told us that him and Iyabo Ojo have made peace. In fact, they met one-on-one. They sat down together and talked it out. As a matter of fact, both of them are good and he wished Iyabo Ojo well. So he's saying this because of the statement Iyabo Ojo put out yesterday concerning the threat she's getting from unknown people. You guys know what happened to her recently. Her restaurant caught fire, and after a threat letter was sent to her. So this is the statement Iyabo Ojo put out that made Very Dark Man to come out and review this whole thing because nobody knew about it. And according to Very Dark Man, he said he promised Iyabo Ojo that he's not gonna talk about it on social media. I think the reason why Very Dark Man came out to make the video revealing that he is in good times with Iyabo Ojo is because of what Iyabo just said, that people have been threatening her based on the video she made last year or 2 years ago. So Very Dark Man is trying to tell the world or tell Nigerians that, see, I am not part of what is going on in Iyabo Ojo's life. We are good, we are fine.
12, 13 days ago, myself and Iyabo Ojo had a private meeting where we sat down, we were looking at ourselves face to face, myself and Iyabo Ojo. Because I didn't want them to take a picture, I went there with genuine heart. I told everybody to drop their phones on the table. Everybody dropped their
Let me
phones.
read out Iyabo Ojo's statement. In case you want to watch the full video, please go to Very Dark Man page and get the full video. So Iyabo Ojo posted this: for public records. First, it's no longer news that I was recently invited by the Nigerian Police Force, National Cybercrime Center, Abuja, over petition burden on cyberbullying and other allegations concerning a live video I recorded a few years ago. In that video, I requested certain individuals to make themselves available for investigation into the sudden buy of Mohbad in order to prove their innocence or otherwise. 2. Subsequently, through my non-governmental organization, Pinky Foundation, we wrote letters to the Governor, Attorney General of the State, Commissioner of Police, Assistant Inspector General of Police, and several others. In these letters, we requested an independent and comprehensive investigation, as well as a coroner request into the buy of the disease. 3. All of these tests clearly point to the fact that I never affirmed that mobile buy was caused by any specific individual. Otherwise, I would not have taken the legal and investigative action I did. 4. I, alongside other social advocates, met with the Commissioner of Police at that time, Mr. Uduwa Ouhunwa, the late Mr. Ailari, who was then the Deputy Commissioner of the Lagos State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department, and honorable members of Lagos State House of Assembly to discuss the urgent need for a comprehensive investigation. 5. I understand that Mohbad's wife, brother, and several others were also invited by the police. However, it should be on record that I cannot dictate how the police should conduct their investigations. See, sadly, and to my dismay, certain individuals have over the years constantly called for the destruction of my source of livelihood and have incited public violence against me and my children, all without any intervention from the authorities. 7. Without prejudice to the ongoing investigation, it is important to state that a few days before my daughter's wedding in Tanzania, I received a letter threatening my life at my office. The letter explicitly stated that I would go through hell in the next 3 months. 8. It is therefore not surprising to now see Coven inscribed with my name, barefaced videos threatening my life and properties, and further confirmation that my family and business enterprise remain in danger. endangered. 9. I am fully aware that because of my political opinion during the last elections, I have been subjected to intimidation, sponsored attack, and personal insult. However, those views were honest personal expressions, which I strongly believe should not result in vendetta or attack from any individual or group of persons. 10. Without an iota of doubt, I have recently found comfort in the scripture, which states that many are the afflictions of the righteous, but God will deliver me from them all. 11. Despite everything, I trust that God will untimely give me victory over diverse adversity. 16. However, my office was recently destroyed by fire. It is only humans allow me the emotional space and time to tend to my health and well-being. 17. I extended my sincere appreciation to the police, authorities, concerned individuals, friends, and supporters who have stood by me in the face of these daunting challenges, regardless of tribe, religion, or differing opinions. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So it's so wicked how human being will wake up and think of evil they will do to their fellow human being.